welcome to the Weekly Report. I'm Andrew Clark, your host. Tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about the NSA, drones in our own backyard, and our in-studio guest to discuss HAARP is the Mad Blogger. Let me start with the NSA. The NSA has been now in the news for over a couple of weeks over recording and gathering all the data from all of us. I have nothing to hide in particular, but I really don't want anybody recording my conversations, my emails, my texts. Ultimate Big Brother scenario? Or are they really truly looking out for terrorists? I don't think so. Not with that many people here being watched over. Ultimate Big Brother scenario, guys. Number 2, drones. Drones are now being used in our own soil. All over the US, guess what? A drone goes up, they can spy on anyone. It's no longer just data that they're gathering. Now they're gathering images as well. They know where we're at, what we're doing, and what is going on with everybody. For everybody who uses social media, such as Facebook, guess what? Everything that you like, everything that is on there, that you post, that you're having dinner here, you're eating there, guess what? They all know about it. Not that you really care, but again, it's your privacy we're talking about. What else? Now again, our drones coming over and flying over us, imaging. That's what they are capable of doing. These drones are capable of taking images of us at our most vulnerable. And without any consent, without any warning, they can just come out and do this. It's absolutely ridiculous. Your smartphones, guess what? That's just a whole other medium to keep your mind occupied. So look what's going on around you. The NSA is watching over everything you text, everything you email, every phone call you make. And what else? We got the imaging now from the drones. What's going to happen next, guys? We're going to have cameras watching through our homes, watching us do everything else. Not cool. I really don't think this is the right thing for the government to do at this point. I understand that they want to, fight terrorism and do all these things, and that's wonderful. I'm all for that. But don't take away our rights. Don't take away our privacy. Like I stated earlier, I have nothing to hide, but I really don't want anybody looking at what I'm putting out there, what I'm writing, or what I'm sending an email or a text, or even a phone call. That's my privacy. And I get it, we're at that age now, but you have to be aware of what's going on around you. So just be careful, look what's going on around you, and these are things that are just going to escalate more and more. So get ready. Bigger changes are coming. When we come back, we're going to have the Mad Blogger right here with us talking about HAARP in studio. Be right back. Welcome back to the Weekly Report. My in-studio guest, the Mad Blogger. We will be talking about HAARP. And what does HAARP stand for? Stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. It started in 1990, and it is funded by the Naval Research Department as well as the Air Force. What does HAARP really mean? Well, basically it's a bunch of antennas that send microwaves up into the ionosphere, heat it up a lot more than what the sun would normally do, because they're shooting billions of watts of power up in there, causing a certain effect to happen, bounce back down, and cause havoc on the earth. We're going to elaborate a little more on that here with the Mad Blogger, and just going to get his thoughts on it. Mad Blogger, thank you for joining us again.
You're very welcome. Thank you for bringing me here. This is the kind of things that I like to talk about. Things that are going on in the world today. It's always makes interesting topics in conversation. So we're talking about HAARP, and from the research that I've done on HAARP, a lot of what you said about shooting the microbes or whatever into the ionosphere, causing our weather to get, throw our weather tracking off. I mean, we get the storms, the tornadoes, the earthquakes. I mean, all this stuff happened to come from, HAARP and their experiment, and it's affecting our Earth. And honestly, I would like to be able to make a phone call to them and tell them, hey, you guys probably shouldn't be doing that. Because
Unfortunately, Jesse Ventura tried doing that, and he couldn't even get past the gates. That's got to say something. When Jesse Ventura, conspiracy theory, tries to get into the gates of HAARP, they don't let him, although they allege that it's an open door. Sorry, Matt Blogger, back to you.
No, that's okay. That's fine. And I like that show too. I used to watch the conspiracy theory and talking about the HAARP situation. But like I was saying about the weather, this is a serious situation we have going on here. We got the tornadoes, we got the earthquakes, and it throws the weather cycle off because of all the little microbes that you're shooting up into the sky, little microwaves. It's affecting our planet in a very, 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 very big way. We're getting tsunamis, we're getting earthquakes, tornadoes. I mean, as you look at the seasons of when this stuff happens, it wasn't always like this. It wasn't until recently, maybe like, say, probably 10 years ago. Now the weather is starting to act like weird. You see things that you don't normally see, tornadoes in different spots. You're seeing storms in areas that don't normally get storms. You're seeing earthquakes that in places that never happened before. I mean, this is all coming from the experimentation of HAARP. And one remains in question is the Hurricane Katrina. People don't too much talk about that one so much now because it's down the road. It happened 6 years or whatever it was ago. People kind of don't want to talk about that now. But Kanye West, good old Kanye West, he made a statement. I think it was on the MTV show. He was standing next to Michael Myers, right around the time, right after the time that Hurricane Katrina happened. George Bush was president, and they asked him about aid, sending aid or whatever to New Orleans, and Bush didn't have anything to say about it. Matter of fact, when he was flying in the air when Hurricane Katrina happened. They asked him if he wanted to make a stop or if he wanted to, land, come down there and see how everything was going. And he declined. His choice was to keep going. He don't want to stop. He don't have anything to say. He don't want to, talk to anybody. He just want to keep going. And that's why Kanye West had made the statement that he made. And I think the timing of it could have been off or whatever, but I think it was okay that he actually did say what he said. He goes, well, he didn't feel George Bush cared about black people. The timing of it was off. But at the same time, I understood what he was saying. It's like, okay, this is a bad time. We got a storm in New Orleans. They don't have any aid. Like, what are you going to do? His plan was to do nothing. Nothing happened from his perspective. He didn't say let's go over there and see those people. Let's offer those people some aid. Let's offer those people some help. He have regrets for it now. If you look into his book, that's one of his regrets. He's saying that he wish he would have taken a different approach as opposed to just flying over and just leaving everything the way that it was. So HAARP is very, very powerful. People don't understand right now that this experimentation has been going on for some years now. It didn't just start happening, and they're trying to get better understanding of HAARP. That's why the experiments are taking so long, because they want to be able to manipulate it a little bit more better. Right now, they don't have it they don't have it locked down completely. They're kind of fiddling around, and they're learning how to do some things with it, but they don't have it to the point with 100% control, where they control whatever it is they want to control. So right now, the weather is a situation where they can control the weather. They can move clouds, storm clouds in different spots, and they can shoot, shoot the antennas, point them down towards the ground. They want to start an earthquake. They can do that. They can start an earthquake somewhere, which will pair up with a tsunami, like what happened in Japan. So, and the other thing they're doing, they're experimenting with HAARP is using it in war. They basically, the same thing they do with the pointing in the ground, pointing up in the sky. It's a weapon. I mean, you can point it at an individual, and you can make his mind and body and everything miscombobulated. I mean, you can mess with his mind, have his bowels moving around in circles. All you have to do is point the antennas directly at him. Or whoever you want to affect, you point the antennas in that direction. So if you point them in that direction, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a guy that's sick, losing his mind, sweating, probably taking a dump on himself. Right. It's a few other things too, but this is a very, very powerful weapon.
So we're talking almost like the ultimate weapon for control of anything. If you can control the weather, you can control the earthquakes. You can control the population that way. So is this another form of population control? It can be used that way if you're going to wipe out an entire city using weather, whether it be tornadoes or a hurricane or even an earthquake. Again, that's a form of population control. Again, right. Is this NWO in action?
I'm gonna say it is. I mean, you can quote me or not quote me on it, but I'm gonna take that step forward and say yes. I really believe that this is a new world order situation. It's been said years ago that I think we spoke about that on our last show. We talked about the population.
Yep.
It's 7 billion people right now, and that's too many people to control. That's just too many. So they need to get it down to like 500 million, where they can start using the media such as the news, the television, the radio. That's the amount of people that they look to target with the radio and the TV, and pull in a few celebrities and have them say something, and then program that into your head. Whatever they say they're gonna do, then they want you to take suit and follow them. So if they say, hey, we drink soda, 7-Up or whatever, of course they want you to say, hey, well, I drink 7-Up and soda too. That's the effect, that they actually want to have on you. So
wow. That's incredible. So many things are going on besides all of this HAARP stuff. We recently, a week and a half ago, the Bilderbergs met again. So there we go, another new world order issue that happened a week and a half ago. Bilderberg meeting happened over in London, and wow, just so much more information that's going to be coming on that. But again, that's all part of it. New world order, Bilderbergs, they are the new world order. All these people, what they call as themselves the elite. At least that's what they think. They're not the elite, guys. We are the elite. You are the elite. You need to open your eyes. You need to open your minds. You guys got to see what's going on around you. You got to understand everything that we're talking about between the Mad Blogger and I to discuss with you is to let you open your eyes, to let you see what's going around this world. You guys need to open your minds again and open those eyes. Look around you, see what's going on. We're being watched, we're being monitored in everything we do. Look what's going on with the new Xbox. You got to be connected 24 hours a day on that thing to be able to play anything. And that camera's going to be on their Connect, which means they're going to be watching everything you do. You got to be careful, guys. It's insane again out there, and more information will be coming out as the next few weeks come out. We're going to have some more discussions really, really soon. Mad Blogger, I once again thank you for coming on our show, discussing these items that just people don't want to talk about, at least mainstream media. Mainstream news, don't watch CNN anymore, don't watch Fox News, guys. Watch the weekly report. We're going to give you the truth. Mad Blogger, Andrew Clark.
We will see you soon, damn it.
Come on back for the next show. We'll be discussing even more crazy stuff. Thanks for watching.